Hey, it's April 20th. We're gonna continue. Today, I want to talk about what not to say. For those who encounter, friends, family, or someone who has a child on the autism spectrum or special needs, a couple things that you don't want to say is don't say what's wrong with him. Instead, you can say, hey, how does autism look for them, or like tell me more about your child. Don't say, hey, he doesn't look autistic. I mentioned that before, because autism doesn't have a look. Instead, be like, hey, I'm learning about autism, or thank you for sharing that with me. Another one you don't want to say is like, I'm sorry to hear that, right? To be empathetic. I know it comes from a good heart and a good place, but instead say, hey, I'm here for you, or your child is amazing. Don't say, I'm sorry to hear it. It's not like it's a burden, in a sense, right? It could be taken out of context. One, don't say, you look exhausted. Yeah, we are. Well, I'm not. I'm exhausted. My wife is exhausted. What?
I am.
She's exhausted. We know that. So instead of say, hey, I see you. You do an amazing job. Or to my wife, your husband's amazing, right? Just tell her that.
Sure.
or you do an amazing job. Keep doing what you're doing. You're showing up every day, and it shows. Words of encouragement, like you look exhausted. Another one is, don't give advice that you have yourself not done unless you lived it. Unless you're an autistic, or come from that area that you can talk from your experience. Don't give unsolicited advice. Sometimes that doesn't go good. Another one too is like, you can ask, hey, how can I support your family? What's been helpful for you? Because you want to help. Because sometimes it's not about having the right answers. It's about showing up the right way and asking these little questions will help out. You don't want to just assume it. And I don't know. A lot of it comes from a good heart. Some of it from your Latinos, could be questionable. Like, oh, don't worry about it, or that will get. No, it won't just go away. But hopefully a couple of those little tips helped out in some way. You write down to see if any other parents have you heard what other things that you want people not to say, right? Leave it in the comments below or message me, and I can make a next end of the video. Well, continue to like, share, subscribe, and what day is 20? We got 10. Oh my God, 10 more days, guys. All right, have a good one. Bye. Say bye.